tonight. The Rams travel to Phoenix to take on the Cardinals as Week 14 shall finish. We're starting to see the pretenders and contenders. We're starting to see some teams pull away. We're starting to feel the effects of the long season with injuries happening and scattered all over the NFL. Tonight, the NFC West's best, which was allegedly framed the group of death because they were all going to eat each other with how much talent is out there, is on display as Kyler Murray, the young superstar representing FaZe Clan.
FaZe Clan!
Whoop, whoop. A gaming team that he is a part of, because not only is he great at football, he's also great at video games and baseball. This dude was drafted top 10 in both sports, absolute superstar who has grown into a stud alongside Cliff Kingsbury in a defense that has Chandler Jones, J.J. Watt, Buda Baker and the boys. And on the other side, Aaron Donald out of Penn Hills, Pennsylvania. Pitt stud, grown man, defensive player of the year conversation every year. Some are going to say he's the best player to ever play football. Bullies people with Matthew Stafford, Jalen Ramsey, Cooper Kupp, and everybody there. This is star-studded game tonight.
Yeah.
AJ, this is a big-time Monday Night Football matchup. I'm excited for it.
I know I've been going back and forth on who I'm going to pick to win, but I think this is definitely a matchup of two offenses that can be very, very explosive. So it should be a fun game.
Is there any Monday? There's no Monday Night Manning.
I don't think so.
No.
He said he'll be back after Christmas.
Man, real letdown not doing this one, though.
Yeah,
This is a big one. This is the one we wanted.
Yeah.
What if tonight's a big dud? What if
Oh, no.
somehow, some way, both defenses just shut them down completely? What if it's 3-0 tonight? What if it's 3-0? 2-0. What if it's 2-0 tonight? I mean, that would happen in this NFL season, and we go, of course, that happened in the year after COVID, where more insane shit's happening this year than it did last year. Matthew Stafford has to get a win here. This is a big-time game for Matthew Stafford. Now, the Cardinals, obviously top of the class, best record in all of football. They've been nothing short of dominant. They traveled into Chicago in terrible conditions and were able to get a win. I think that makes them feel good for the future in the playoffs with how much growth and maturity and on the field they've had. But Matthew Stafford needs it tonight, doesn't he?
Yeah, the Cardinals are good. They're going to be there, at the end. They'll probably be one of the last four teams in the NFC. But I feel like this is like the Rams can change a lot of people's opinion about them if they win tonight, and if they lose, it'll kind of just be like they're pretenders. They're going to make the playoffs, but they can't beat anyone when they need to.
I was looking at it. It's interesting matchup-wise because the Cardinals run the ball second most in the league. The Rams are number 3 in opponent yards per rush, so there's that. And then the Rams, we know, throw the ball a fuck ton. The Cardinals are number 3 in stopping the pass. So it's like
strength versus strength.
Interesting.
Wow, the weaknesses kind of count each other out. Oh, no.
So that's a matchup for a low-scoring game then, right?
It feels like it. If you're going to take away your strength, the team's better. Like James Conner has become a touchdown scoring machine over there in Arizona.
Nobody talks about it, though. Why isn't he getting the credit he deserves?
I think he was minus 130 or minus 140 for anytime touchdown score. When I looked at it yesterday, it was like, yeah, this dude's going to score a touchdown. Like, that's basically what they're saying. Nobody is talking about old James Conner. And I think it's because even though Phoenix, 4th largest city in America, beautiful place.
Oh, yeah.
So
What's Chicago?
3rd.
6th.
3rd largest.
Oh, Zito always pops
Second.
in. What's his name?
Second. We all know that.
what happened to Houston?
No,
I thought
Houston's
Houston
4th.
was-
Yeah.
So Phoenix is 5th?
Yeah, it's down
I
there.
think it's
On the rise.
yeah.
At a rapid rate.
Yeah, but Houston
Houston is massive.
Houston just grows
Yeah.
this way.
Also growing incredibly
Gains a
fast.
quarter mile on each side every year.
I don't know. There's not a lot to talk about. It actually does. To get from one side of Houston to the other, you're driving 7.5 hours.
That's right.
5?
Houston's
5th
4th.
largest. Not a lot of conversation about the Cardinals ever, right? Is it because they're young? They're new. Last year they were kind of like this team could be good. There's a little bit of talk, and then inevitably they let people down, so maybe people don't trust them as much. They're an incredibly electrifying team to watch play, too. Kyler Murray, D-Hop, that connection they have. A.J. Green, he's there. Big name, has been great.
Zach Ertz is there now.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, he's been very good.
And their defense has superstars, too. I mean, Chandler Jones, people know of him. Buda is unbelievable back there. Simmons, they have so many studs whenever you look. And J.J. obviously is hurt right now. But, yeah, you would think they would get more attention with how fun they are to watch and how you just watching Kyler alone. Like, you're watching a guy that does things that nobody else can do, and how he moves and everything.
who you picking tonight, dude? Who you got? Let's do our selections right now.
So at first I was thinking of going Rams, but I'm going Cardinals here.
That's That's what I'm
Yeah, because I know you want me to take the Rams.
Well, I'm going with Cardinals as well, dude.
Okay,
For the good of the record, I have to pick what I want to pick. I thought you were going to take the Rams. This felt very much like an AJ Hawk taking the Rams.
Yeah, exactly.
Why aren't you?
You shouldn't assume what my picks are going to be.
All right, so we're both on the Cardinal. That's a shame.
Yeah, bummer.
That's a real bummer.
I may change. I may change before the show's over.
No, well, I might as well. Yeah. I mean, I might as well, depending upon who we talk to, how do we talk to him, what we talk to him about. This two doesn't. Look at the picture of this guy right here. Just look at him. Anytime I want to go and say, this is Cardinals all day, what are we even talking about? Then you see Aaron Donald right here like, hey, I trained with fucking knives 4 months ago, dude. Mm-hmm. Yet last week, who was it? Terrible team.
Jacksonville.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean that the way it came out, but the Rams played against them, and we knew nothing afterwards. We're like, okay, they took care of business. Odell Beckham Jr. scored a touchdown. That was awesome. My biggest takeaway from the game was Aaron Donald picked the guy up, okay, and as he was slamming him on his head, he batted the ball out of the guy's hands at the same time and then still buried him. And then it was like, oh, my Lord. And that's what everybody talks about whenever they talk about Aaron Donald, right? And normally he eats up 2-3 blocks at a time every single play. So anytime I start going, like Kyler Murray is just going to skirt tonight. I mean, they are going to do their thing. Dirty put him right in the graphic to stare at us. With Jalen as well. Ooh.
Von Miller.
Ooh. All right, before we get out of here, need to know.
Cardinals.
All right. Me too. That's a shame.
Real shame.
Are you sure you don't want to take the Rams?
I was, kind of contemplating, especially because OBJ back. Matthew Stafford's throwing them touchdowns. OBJ back. But I can't think, that Kyler Murray, Cliff Kingsbury, that entire squad hasn't just been a wagon this entire year. Yeah. And the Rams have lost some games. They've won some games. They've looked amazing. And Aaron Donald is an absolute freak show. It is an honor to get to watch him play football. Matthew Stafford's in a much better home than he was in for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
But I made a promise to myself that the Cardinals would be a team I would pick, especially this year when it feels like they finally have gotten very confidently consistent. And Cliff Kingsbury has taken the next step as a strategist and a head coach in the NFL. I got the Cardinals as well. Look at us taking a ride together.
Here we go. Here we go, boys.
Let's check out the Bird Gang tonight, the Red Sea Gang from Phoenix hosting the Los Angeles Rams on Monday Night Football. I assume that stadium that is now named the
Phoenix.
Isn't it University of Phoenix?
I think it's got a new name. Yeah. Anyways, that stadium in which the grass takes a walk outside and comes back inside. The State Farm Stadium is going to be electrifying tonight as the Cardinals host one of the biggest games of the season. This is what you're an NFL fan for. Tonight's one of those nights where we all get to sit back and enjoy the greatest league of all time.